and welcome back to this series on my Disney Cultural Exchange program. Today I'm going to be talking about the final stage in the application process, which is the final interview. This takes place at Disney HQ in London in the Hammersmith area, and ours took place around the early to mid-November time. However, before you even get to do the interview, there's quite a lot of steps that you have to go through first. So the first thing is you will receive an email from Disney to schedule your interview. Ours came through at about 6 in the morning, so woke up, saw the email, and then luckily I'm quite early to wake up, so they still had all the times available. You had to pick a day, and then on that day there were slots every hour starting from I think 9:15. In past years they've had a presentation that you've had to attend in the morning and then stick around for the whole rest of the day. They decided not to do that this year. That may change, I don't know, but apparently it was generally just a repeat of the stuff you'd already heard in the Yummy Jobs interview, so maybe they just got rid of that now. After you scheduled your interview, you will receive a role checklist form online. So basically you click on this and they list all the possible roles that you could get on the programme with some information about them, some short videos, and then you have to list either high interest, moderate interest or low interest for all of the roles. I ended up pitting high for pretty much everything, apart from lifeguarding because I don't really like swimming, and then also recreation and hotel work I also put on low interest, I think. I didn't put no interest, which is another option for any of them, because I feel like it's best to look like you are open to do kind of pretty much anything, and no interest is quite a firm thing to say. Next you had to obtain a proof of student status form. So Disney will send this to you. You have to print it off, fill out your details, and then take it to someone at your university to fill out. You also have to see if you are a second year, you need to get a signature to say that you're coming back. If not, if you're a third year, you need to get it signed to say when you will finish your degree. This all then gets uploaded to a website called Disney Docs, which you will be invited to join. You have to upload things like your passport and your general personal details, a bunch of other stuff onto that website. There are also little links further down the line when you have your visa appointment and things like that. So after all of that had happened, it was finally time for the day to actually have the final interview. So it's pretty straightforward to find. You come out of the Hammersmith station into a kind of shopping centre, you exit by the Body Shop, I think you pretty much turn right and you're almost practically there. It is a very cool building. You go inside and they have the desks there and Disney Channel shows playing above them on TVs. And then you have this massive silver Mickey Mouse in the waiting area. So you check in at the front desk, you get given a little kind of badge with your name on it, and then you get directed to the waiting area until it is your slot time. There were then a bunch of us waiting there together. The previous group, the last few of them came down, and then we got taken up by someone from Disney HQ. We then got sat down in a second waiting area with the people that we'd already met at Yummy Jobs, so Anna and Luke. They took our passports and proof of student status forms just to check those. And then they kind of just tried to chat and get us to feel a bit more relaxed about the whole situation, but everyone you could tell was very, very nervous. Even being surrounded by so much Disney cool merchandise and stuff like that, it was still kind of a pressurising situation. Then Anna asked anyone who would be willing to be a character performer to come over and be measured. I said, why not? And went over, got told I was the right height for Pluto, so that got written down on a bit of paper, but nothing ever came of that really. I just kind of did it just to show I would do anything. And then the interviewers came over. There were 3 of them who'd all flown over from Disney. There were 2 in a separate room and then 1 just at the end of the room that we were at. So they came over and I was immediately called as the first person by one of the guys who was the recruiters. So we got taken into the little side room and he introduced himself, and we sat down. He kind of explained that he'd be writing things down on his laptop as he went, but it wasn't anything to be put off by. He was very, very chirpy, everything you'd expect of a Disney cast member, and he even had his little name tag on, so it was really cute. And I actually asked him at the end what his role was. He said he was head of operations at Epcot, so it's not like they've just taken anyone to come over. These are quite serious people high up in the Disney company. There were some very basic questions to start off with, like, do you have tattoos? I don't. Would you be okay with living away from home? Like, have you done it before? can you do heavy lifting and cash handling and stuff like that. There were then the main questions which kind of formed part of the interview, like why do you want to do the programme, what's your top role choice and why do you think you would be good at it. They also asked for a second top role choice, which we discussed a little bit, and then how I have any previous work experience that might help feed into this. He also asked how you would cope with living with other people in your apartments, and I asked a couple questions about that, so like the sizes and stuff. And he also asked about dealing with the Florida sun, so I just said I had a lot of experience working outside in hot climates anyway, like when I did my volunteering programs abroad. There are a couple other small questions, I think, because the whole thing lasted about 10 minutes, but I can't remember those exactly. And then he talked a little bit about the Disney 4 keys, safety, efficiency, I don't know them yet, show, I'm sure I'll find them out, but he kind of just talked about those and how we would hear a lot about them throughout the programme. The whole thing was very chilled, and it was a bit weird in that he was talking like I'd already got on the programme, so he said, oh, so when you are working, this is what you'll do. When you're on the programme, you'll find out. So I didn't know what to make of that, if he'd already decided, or if they talk like that to everyone, I don't know. He then asked if I had any questions for him, so I just asked about his role a little bit, and then I also asked when we would find out about the verdict, and he said it will probably be the week before Christmas. So that was that. Collected my stuff, said thank you, shook his hand, and exited the building pretty much. Had to hand in my pass, which was sad, wanted to keep it. Oh yeah, I took a little photo with the silver Mickey in the waiting area. Went home and tried to forget about it, which didn't work. I thought about it pretty much every day, a couple times a day to be honest. And then we finally did find out earlier than we expected, because all the alumni had their interviews around the 10th of December, I think. And then on the Monday the 13th of December, the emails all came through in alphabetical order. So obviously my surname is right near the end of the alphabet, so I had to wait super long to find out. But luckily I got my email, so congratulations, you've been chosen. All very exciting, cried, blah 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 blah. So yeah, that's all I have to talk about today in this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions about the process, a bit more to do with my answers, I don't really know what people would like, but anyway, you can comment them below or message me on social media and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching the video and hopefully see you next time.